them women that are ride or die.
But not even that. If I'm making money,
men, sorry.
If I'm making money so I could get women, then I think that's very stupid. The reason why I think that is very stupid is because those women don't want me for me. They want me for my money, right? Mm-hmm. But then off the back, I could just go and pay for workers. I can just go and pay. No, real talk.
No.
Because why am I going to work hard?
At least you know.
To have a woman.
At least I know this is transactional.
Right.
And I don't need millions to deal with you. Literally, as long as I don't know how much they cost, but as long as I've got enough to pay you for your service.
You know what it reminds me of?
Once you're done, leave me alone.
To have a girl like that, not the sex worker one, the girl that just wants you for your money, it's like having a Klarna payment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the first thing you know, you've got unlimited amounts of money, you're going to get an allowance.
Like a
I'm probably doing the tune wrong.
Right. Yeah, whenever really.
Oh, we're good to go.
Yeah, I'm good with that. You can take your time, you know. Take your time, okay, yeah.
I was just about to say what say.
Right, you can actually take your time because I edit it from.
What say, Kaja?
I edit it from yeah.
What is this, episode 249?
Blood clot, you understand? Yeah,
almost 250.
No, man, no. That's I don't know what's wrong with Mark today. I don't know what is wrong with you.
What, my energy?
Yeah, this is episode 249. Nearly 250 to blood clot. Almost 200 episodes ago did I join the club.
Oh,
yeah. DSP podcast with me, Katie Ya. And who do I have to my right?
5.99 blood clot.
Oh, God.
Hey, yo.
What?
Man?
No,
gotta bleep that one out.
You gotta bleep that.
No, yeah, I do. It's at the very beginning, so it's easy. That was easy.
Who is my lovely co-host to the right?
5.99.
Oh, God, here we go.
I'm not sure. Can't find him.
Fucking hell.
You. Hold up. Behind the camera.
Oh, Gabriel.
Mark, how are you, darling? Because I don't understand. I'm just going to jump right in there.
Jump right in where?
Jump right into the... What? Oh, what?
I'm here, innit?
You want to jump right into the podcast?
Something wrong with him today.
I'm here.
Let's get all of our chests. I'll start.
Of course you will.
I've had a day of it, and actually my energy is lifted since I've come in here because I've debriefed and whatever. Mm-hmm. But I was just explaining to the guys that some people are just flipping whatless and good for nothing. Yeah, the day I have had and the delays I've had from getting my actual list of things done, I got everything done. Mm-hmm. But the day I've had just by carrying one good for nothing person who cannot do their job right.
Good for nothing.
And it's not just me, it's like other members in my team that are having to deal with her bullshit.
Sash.
I'm just tired of it. Fucking tired of it. I'm tired of it. I've had enough. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people that just can't do their job right, but you'll get credit for doing fuck all. So anyways, what's your gripe today?
That's something a lot of people go through in this 9-to-5 world. Yeah. I've definitely been through it. Mm-hmm. I know Mark's been through it. Where you're pulling your weight and you're getting the work done and you've got a teammate that's not getting the work done and that's kind of holding you back. I actually find that difficult to deal with though, because I don't like to be the teacher sort of person that you need to make sure you get your work done because it's holding me back. I usually like to play as if I'm the rule breaker. I'm the person, I don't care, do whatever the fuck you want to do. So whenever I see someone breaking rules, I don't mind. But when breaking the rules is affecting me, who is a rule breaker as well, it's like, but the game's a game, so you got to charge it. The game's a game. But I could text them on hey, bro, hey, you know what you're doing? It's affecting me still. Alright, cool. Oh, yeah. Done. The
thing that's annoying is this person isn't in my team. She's not in my team. So I have my team and we all do our shit and we're good.
So she's got another line manager?
Yeah, she's in another team that works alongside our team. So she's like within account management team that have to work alongside us in terms of I need to get accounts sorted for her, but we work together. What I'm actually doing is her role. So it's like what she's meant to do her role, then bring work to me, and then I'm meant to do what I can do. But if I leave her to do it, I can't get done my shit, and then I fall behind. And then what she'll do in December is bring a bulk of shit and be like, oh, I need this done. And I thought, absolutely not. So I'm at a higher capacity now where I've taken on more work. I'm looking to do more and expanding my role and things like that. So I've explained this months ago in advance and said, something needs to be done.
Yeah.
You need to take on XYZ because these tasks I'm doing are actually meant to be your tasks. But we've helped you out because you've come into the role and you've done like it's just at this point it's unacceptable because it's not like say I don't know what you're doing in your day to day. Because most of the brands that she works with are the brands that I have to launch.
You have to launch, okay.
So if I'm dealing with her, I'm not saying she doesn't do anything, but she doesn't do it efficiently. And it's annoying because I plan my day, and then when there's extra things in my day and people are like, okay, this by the way, so and so hasn't done this hasn't been done. I can't rely and say
it's annoying, it throws you off.
Yeah, I can't rely and be like, oh, all good here, such and such is gonna do that, and I can't rely that she's gonna do it. So we had a meeting like with the brand, and they wanted to call the meeting just to say a few things, but the thing that was most annoying is that they had a meeting 2 weeks ago and we said we would have a weekly catch up until after the Christmas period just to ensure things go smoothly. Nothing's been going smoothly. Like it has, but it's because I've been still filling in the gaps and people are still emailing me and I'm like, okay, CCing her, can you please take this task? Why am I delegating your task to you that you should know you're doing? There's a spreadsheet with who does what task, and because they know she ain't doing it, they're coming to me. The brand.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and then I saw that she got a recognisable award for Hall of Fame awards that people get at the end of the year for shit. And me and my whole team was like,
she's taking a piss.
What's she doing? But I said, you know what, it's alright.
Yeah, I think, look, with jobs, that is one thing that I've had to put up with, that I've always hated putting up with. But once again, it depends on the sort of person you are when you work. If you're a rule breaker, you can't really complain.
No, you can't.
But if you're not a rule breaker,
she's not a rule breaker. I think she just lacks certain common sense. She's a bit slow, and she lacks efficiency.
Who was in the girl?
Yeah. From the time the brand you're working with don't come to you firsthand, and they don't acknowledge the fact that you need to handle these tasks, it's a problem.
They clearly don't trust her.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Means.
Oh, you have to, man.
And I see a bunch of lines. I'm
when
like,
I do production, I have to do the same thing.
Yeah, sorry. It's all good now. All it was recorded as stereo. It wasn't a major difference, so I just had to edit it a bit more.
I got a question.
Go on, sir.
Not a question, but just a little statement.
Oh.
Like the whole saying that money can buy you happiness, but do you feel money can buy you to have a comfortable life, but not guarantee a good life?
I believe that statement is true. Yes, is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want me to elaborate?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, because
it can buy you the things you want, or you can go on holidays and stuff. But
yeah, it doesn't. It don't buy all of your happiness. Obviously, it can buy certain happiness. Like money will make a lot of problems easier. Like if I had all like unlimited amounts of money, I wouldn't have to worry about bills and stuff like that or budgeting because I have that money. But at the same time, imagine if I had all the money in the world, but I didn't have the love of my life, or I didn't have most family members behind me,
and that's the thing,
and my friends and stuff. Like if I had the life I had now and money, yes, I'd be the happiest woman alive. I'm pretty sure.
Do you so think that with that, because of let's say friends or family, whatever, they will look at you differently?
Maybe.
What, as in, do you feel that friends and family will look at you differently if you've got bread?
I think, I know, not even maybe, I know certain family members will look at me differently. They'll probably holler at me more as well if I had money, or they knew I had money. That's why me and my mister always say if we ever come into money, we're never ever going to display it. Even to family or friends, we'll never like make it known. if we ever came into money, or like we'll never make it known. We'll still move the same way we want to move. Like you're never going to see me in East London with the flashiest car. Just doesn't make sense. If I lived in a certain area like that, then yeah, but you're never going to see me rocking all of this stuff in the air. And I'm not usually like that. Like, yes, I would probably have nice things and stuff like that. And, you know, you would naturally be able to afford better things. But I think you just have to do it within moderation. I wouldn't, because I think that would draw attention and bring, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, certain people, if I had money, certain people wouldn't know. Maybe 10%, if that.
For me, naturally, I don't want to say I'm a provider, but naturally, I'm someone who looks after people. So
that's different though.
Having money for me, the only reason why I want money is so I can make things easier for a lot of people.
Yeah.
And I'm talking, immediate people around me, and then obviously, eventually, my community, and eventually, like, bigger. So me having money for me is never really for selfish purposes, because I would say this year I've made way more than I would have made working last year. But how much I've spent for myself hasn't changed.
Yeah.
You know, as I said, everyone that knows me knows I wear duplicates of the same clothes. I don't, especially if I'm coming to buck you on a chill, I'm just grabbing one of my 10 same colour hoodies, one of my 5 same pair of jeans.
Do you know what you remind me of?
I'm just stepping out.
Like them cartoons.
What's that program? That cartoon, is it Johnny Bravo?
Yeah.
Where
black,
he has
black t-shirt and the jeans.
No, but where he has all the black t-shirts and all the that's Gabs.
Yeah.
When I'm just stepping out, and it's only if it's an occasion, then it's like, okay, cool, I might dress up a bit more. But other than that, I'm just stepping out, because for me, I don't know, I saw something online, a guy was talking about, and I don't agree with it, but he was talking about Barbie boys. And he was saying, basically, we have nowadays what's called Barbie boys, and those are, the Barbie boys is a metrosexual boy, a metrosexual guy, which is, normal metrosexual means a guy that cares about their appearance. Why are you rubbing smart? So
because she's just seen the result, isn't it?
Oh, okay. I think you're saying
sorry, do you know what? To do with the topic, that was wild.
I mean, it's not wrong with being metro. I've got many of my friends are metro.
There is a bit.
Wait, what's metrosexual?
It's like you just care a lot about your appearance. You could pass as a metrosexual.
You probably are.
Yeah, you could definitely. No, actually,
Mark,
yeah.
you actually are.
No, Mark is very clean.
Yeah, you're very specific.
Clothing
as well.
is very clean.
Yeah.
He's very...
Don't try it.
Yeah, no, you are.
No, and this is sometimes the thing that people have a perception of me that is not always true.
That's what you're like.
No, because like people think I'm hours in the mirror or whatever. Like,
no, but it doesn't mean that
you've never seen me have a rough day before.
Yeah.
You never seen me have a rough day?
Yeah. A rough day.
Neither.
You know what? I bring that down to my mum though. Like she's always made me aware that
by the way, there's nothing wrong with that.
I never say, but for me, it was always from young that I represent her. If I go out,
yeah, literally,
I'm her son.
Literally.
So I always make sure I either have a shave or whatever. Like I'm just that kind of person.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean that you spend hours in the mirror, but you are quite pristine in other ways in terms of your appearance. That's
for me,
a very good thing.
As long as, like, it sounds crazy, if I'm not going out somewhere, if I'm just coming to link people that I already know, that I'm comfortable with, or coming to the studio, more time in the studio, I'm going to wear whatever I want. It has to be something I'm comfortable with. But as long as I'm showered, well-groomed, smell good, I'm cool. Like, for me, that's a cool. Every day, someone should be... That's a normal.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? But for me, I've never looked at, like... Even when, as I said, I've had more money and I've never thought, I need to buy myself this or buy myself that. It's always been, okay, cool, now that I've got more money, what can I do to improve? What can I do to expand the business so we can employ people? What can we do to do this? What can we do to do that? That's the way, like, my brain kind of works. So, yeah. But, yeah.
I hear that.
I wouldn't say money buys happiness. No. Money makes it easier.
That's what I said.
Obtain
it does
happiness.
If
you place value.
So in a way, money is, for some people, money can buy certain happiness for them.
It can. That's why I said in certain
they have to
aspects, I think
purchase happiness. But then there's happiness you cannot buy.
It can. It's like it can, but it can buy happiness, but it's like, do you know? It's like, you know when people say, I'll give you a perfect example, right? When people say, yeah, like obviously that I got my money up now, like well, these chicks want me now, and blah 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 blah.
See that I wouldn't trust.
You see, for me, why that concept is very.
That always scares me.
That concept is very stupid. Yeah,
women like that scare me. Like women that go for that.
If you didn't see me before when I was grinding or whatever.
And that's the ones you need to look at. Them women that are ride or die.
But not even that. If I'm making money,
men, sorry.
If I'm making money so I could get women, then I think that's very stupid. The reason why I think that is very stupid is because those women don't want me for me. They want me for my money, right? Mm-hmm. But then off the back, I could just go and pay for workers. I could just go and pay. No, real talk.
No.
Because why am I going to work hard?
At least you know.
To have a woman.
At least I know this is transactional.
Right.
And I don't need millions to deal with you. Literally, as long as I don't know how much they cost, but as long as I've got enough to pay you for your service.
You know what it reminds me of?
Once you're done, leave me alone.
To have a girl like that, not the sex worker one, the girl that just wants you for your money, it's like having a Klarna payment.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because first thing you know, you've got unlimited amounts of money, you're gonna get an allowance.
Like, cause
some women do.
I've heard people say stuff like, I used to say this a lot to guys. Me and my boy the truth used to say this a lot to people. Oh, I don't pay for pussy. I don't. All right, okay. Let's analyze what you do. Okay, you go out.
When you actually break it down, though,
you go out to clubs. You make sure you spend a lot on your outfits. Okay, and when you go to these clubs, you get a table. And then you buy bottles for these girls and drinks to impress these girls. And then if you don't get anything that night, or you think you're going to then take that girl on a date, a couple dates where you are paying, you know this girl is not the one for you. You're just doing it because you want to press. Eventually, when you get down to the time, you might not even press, but let's just say you do press. You've already racked up a £500 bill. You should have just gone for a workout.
No, I actually hear it.
People don't like, and it's the thing. Cause
I think some people don't go for a workout because they just think
it's pride. The thing is, I can't go for a workout. I can't. But I'm telling people, if you're on casual dating to an extent where it is costing you money like that, you might as well just go for a workout, because that's what you're wasting your money. Like, you're actually wasting your money.
Don't care like that. That's another
like,
thing.
Because you got but this is a reason.
I think sometimes people with let's say a lot of dough, common sense sometimes doesn't. They sometimes just like the thought of.
But sometimes they
getting something they shouldn't have,
or they like the idea of the whole dating thing, and to a certain extent, because I think I say this all the time. I have like a lot of other male friends, a lot of single like male friends, and I've never really said that to them. Oh, you should, because it's never occurred to me. But there's times when I'm like, why the hell do you bother? Like, oh fuck, man, I forgot to have another date night tonight. I'm like, don't go then.
Don't, because you know what it is for me. It's like
because they enjoy it, but they don't enjoy it because it's
you don't enjoy it.
But they're saying now statistically,
but it's routine
that some men are just not on the dating thing no more.
Well, one of my friends wasn't. He couldn't be asked, and
they
can't.
I'm gonna be so real with you. Like, there's celebrity. You know when people see like celebrities get caught with escorts and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, but they can get any girl in the world. Well, but why do you think they're doing that though? Mm-hmm. Because they don't want to be with a loudmouth normal girl that would open their mouth. They just want to be with someone where it's transactional. You do what you do, and you keep it to step in. You don't bother me. I don't have to. There's nothing to this. Like, there's a reason why people do that. Once again, I'm not advocating for it, but at the same time,
no, I understand it.
It just like it makes sense for some people if that's how you want to live your life. And
like,
if that's what makes you happy, like then you might as well just do that. Like, it's like, what's the point?
I wouldn't judge. Like, if someone was like, "Yeah, man, I'll just go out there and pay for it," I wouldn't be like, "Ugh." I'd be like, "Okay." No, and I've had friends that have gone and done that.
Younger me would judge. I still can't take myself to. Well, I definitely can't take myself.
Younger me will probably.
I just about pay for water.
I think younger me will probably think, "Why are you doing that? That's dirty," and not understand. But now, because I'm an adult and I kind of know what it. Well, I don't know what it is, but I have an idea of what it's like, and it's very transactional. And if it makes sense to that person, and that's what they want to do,
no, I'm not. Like, I know women in this field, and for me, it's like they still do the thing of dating normal guys. as well. But I'm like, this is so dumb because
mad.
This
so they don't tell them what.
No, they don't. But I'm like, this person's on a website. I'm like, this is crazy.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was single,
what?
This is gonna sound brazy, but let me land. If I was single,
yeah, it's gonna sound crazy.
I would be, and I'm not. I would be the type of escort that.
Yeah, crazy.
Is not that you don't have to sleep with. Huh? There's escorts like that. I think they're called Sankels, but there's girls that men pay that they date to have a woman, a beautiful woman on their arm. And
they're escorts as well, but it's just more.
But they're just
for
functions. For functions
more
and
so
events.
For functions, they follow like high value men to functions.
And I wouldn't mind doing if I was single, I'd do that, and I'd get paid to just.
Then that we're talking about
look cute and be on someone's arm, not sleep with you.
Money, whatever. I want to talk about like. There was a post that I saw, and I'm gonna play the audio. Maybe even send you the clip where a guy talks about being vulnerable to his woman, and then she now sees him less than a man, and this is what some men talk about, like being vulnerable with someone, and yet they use it against you, or they think you're less of a person. This is sometimes the issue that some men have. But yeah, I'll play this.
This lady wrote, "First, I know I am a horrible, disgusting person for this. My boyfriend and I have been seeing each other for around 6 months. He has always been the strong, silent type, and it's honestly what attracted me to him. He has been my emotional rock and looked after me, and I loved feeling protected and like I had someone so manly and solid. This all started when for the 100th time, he came home from work and just seemed upset. Usually I ask him what's wrong and he says nothing, and I say he can always open up. Well, the other night, for the first time, he cracked. He started to get emotional about his job and how he feels like he isn't doing enough in life, and how he worries something is wrong with him medically. He's on depressants and he doesn't think his medication is helping. I was completely shocked seeing him like this, and I began to comfort him, and it seemed like he was on the verge of tears. I held him, but as he got up to go and shower, he went for a kiss, and I just leant back.
What the hell?
This is going to sound horrible,
what the hell is wrong
but seeing him vulnerable and emotional completely repulsed me.
How evil?
I know it's wrong and I'm wrong and horrible, but seeing him in a moment of weakness made me just see him as not a man, and was a turn-off romantically and sexually. Talking to a few other women, this is apparently not uncommon. I'm disgusted that I feel this way because my boyfriend doesn't deserve this, blah, 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 blah. That's what I said about women providing space, or this sense of you meet someone and you feel as a man, you feel you're safe, but are you ever truly really safe?
No.
I could say, correct me if I'm wrong.
That's ridiculous. That is so ridiculous.
You could feel that you are truly safe in answer to his question. I think if your woman deeply loves you and rides for you and doesn't see past that foolishness.
But how do you get to that stage? Sometimes for some people,
I might have to write a book on these kind of things. But reason I say that, and it's so funny, most of these topics that come up, I'm always like, oh, me and my man had a conversation about this the other day, but we actually did 2 days ago. Just like very similar.
You know
what? Why do you always have like an example?
No, but because this is what I'm saying, and I think the answer to that is when you have a very open and honest relationship with very good communication, and we do, because we're like best friends before we're partners, and I think that's very, very important. Saying that, we spoke about something the other day, and I think he himself feels comfortable to be allowed to be vulnerable and things like that in that situation. Like, we was talking about the situation of the fact that just because I'm living in my own place and he's not yet, I don't think I'm better than him. I don't think I'm more above him. I don't think I'm more developed than him or anything like that. And I said, I know it's harder because a lot of females or whatever have their boyfriends that live with them or don't live with them and move in their house. And I said, what I'm never going to do is move you into my place, or I would move into your place. We would do that together. Because then what's going to always be in the back of someone's mind is my stuff. But this is her stuff. And people do it. And I hear it, but it's something that that's up to them, but I disagree with, because however you want to look at it, even if you're not that type of person, and I'm not that type of person, I will never be malicious enough to bring that out and say, oh, this is mine.
Yeah.
But who's to say that in his mind, he's not thinking at some point, oh, well, yeah, well, this is her place. I've been there. She can always tell me to go out. I'm never going to do that.
I've been there.
But I've seen couples that do it, and it's a thing. But I do believe that, and it's so weird that we had a very similar conversation the other day. And I just had to differentiate that, because we had a little bit of a tiff. And I said, it's not like that. Like, I'm not gonna, I think I was moaning, like, he had outside shoes from the outside in. And I think we was talking, but he didn't realise he was doing. He went to walk in the bathroom, and I was like, but it weren't like, don't touch my stuff. I just went, and then, we was bickering at the time. So then on top of that, he tried to make it seem like, and I was like, no, that's not the case. But then we broke it down, and it boiled down to something like this, where I said, I'm never ever going to make you feel unwelcome, and you've never felt unwelcome. Do you know what I mean? And I'm never that person to sit there and think just because you are able to feel vulnerable with me, because we then had an honest conversation about it, and we was fine. And because he was then vulnerable or whatever, you think at some point I'm ever going to be like, oh, that's giving me the ick? Hell no. I think women are immature for that.
I think this is what I think as well, right? So what do you mean I felt I wasn't sexually attracted to him anymore, so I leaned back? For me, giving your partner a kiss has nothing to do with sexual attraction. I think it's just something you do.
Some people might associate it just with sexual attraction.
Remember, sexual attraction isn't just the physical element of it.
Yeah.
It's the emotional side. So for me, what she meant there, but for me, my understanding of that is that she lost that because she saw him weaker or vulnerable,
right?
Which is bad.
I'd want to kiss him more.
But just imagine though, so a guy was in a position where he says, "Oh, you know when like men say when their woman's pregnant, they're not attracted to them anymore, blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
So if a guy was to take that approach with his wife, they would look at him as abusive, or
sexist.
But remember, it doesn't run the other way around, but
But this is the thing, and as a female or as a woman, whatever you want to put it, I do think it should run the other way. But I don't know. I think my mind works differently, because I see things both sides.
This goes as I've always agreed with some of my male friends and a lot of people that I know.
And I'm about to agree, because I know
there's not a safe space for men.
Mm-mm.
It's not created. Men can't be vulnerable and live in that and appreciate that, because people will pick on them. Like even stupid stuff, like if let's say a celebrity puts on weight, a male celebrity, people will dig and make fun of that person. But if it was the other way around now,
you can't, because no, it's a woman and this is offensive.
So I remember the Omarion video. I saw him dancing, and everyone's like, "Oh, he's put on weight. Look, he's." And I'm just like,
rude.
People are making jokes. I'm just like,
But if this was a female, you'll be dragged for saying it.
If this was Lizzo or something like that, people won't say nothing. So there is no safe space for men to be vulnerable, to put on weight, and people be like, "Oh,
I just want to come out and say that I openly welcome a safe space for all my male loved ones, all of yous. And you know that anyway, because when we have conversations, you know it's a safe space. We're not on camera.
But people will call you a pick me, innit?
Oh, who, me?
Yeah, that's I hate that saying.
She's unlocked the
what?
Pick me.
Pick me for saying what I just said?
Yeah, they'll call you pick me.
Yeah, pick me.
Why? Because I've just said I allow.
How dare you create safe space for men? Pick me.
Really? It's not even that. I'm just saying, when I'm amongst my friends, none of my male friends or any of the men in my life or my partner or whatever need to feel that way. Well, I don't even need to disclose it, because they already know.
Yeah.
I'm like...
Alright. I got a question separate from this.
Go on.
Not even a question, but if I had to speak to a younger me and explain what adulting is, I would.
Why is that both our reaction?
I would honestly say
the ghetto.
Not just that; it's just living life without the instructions. Mm-hmm. It's like you open up a box and you have to just put everything.
Rules. And it's just like build a puzzle.
Do you know what?
No one teaches you shit about life.
You have to learn. everything, and that's even romance, that's relationships, that is...
People can show you certain things.
But you never know until you're actually in it. And then you're in the mud. Work-life balance.
But do you think with adulting you get a chance to learn from your mistakes? Will people give you a chance?
I think...
Will people give you a chance?
When you're a child, right, you're kind of taught things are fair. I think, like,
you're taught that when you grow up, you just have to earn money.
Yeah, literally,
and pay your bills.
Literally, like, you look at things.
Yeah, but remember, we're not taught about the in between. We're not taught how to manage money.
We're not taught to budget. Oh, I think I learned to budget a little bit because my mum did.
That's the downside as well.
We're not taught.
I think when you come from, not come from a broke household, because I didn't, but when you know what being broke feels like, and you see in your parents' budget, I think that's a life lesson in itself. Will teach you how to budget. Otherwise, forgive me for saying, but I have friends that probably have had to learn to budget just through living. But I've known about that since I was a child, because there's been times when my mum has discussed and mentioned budget. But my mum used to manage money. Mm-hmm. She used to have her own little side business and do things like that. So she always used to show us the best ways to manage money and how to make certain things stretch. And no, we weren't poor. She gave us everything we needed. Yeah. And we never saw without. But we learned to be a bit more grateful. And she always kind of showed us mainly how to budget. So that's always been in the back of my mind somehow, even before I started living on my own. However, we don't learn it all. And then there's some children that grow up in households where their parents don't show them things yet. Mm-hmm. And they're very much in a bubble.
But remember,
until maybe they go to uni.
Parents are grown-ups learning how to be a parent.
Yeah, it's true. I was even going to say the same thing.
You can't give your child everything because you're still learning how to be an adult.
I was even going to say the same thing. As a parent, there's no manual for that either.
No.
Like, you're still learning, like literally what you said.
Yeah, you're learning the job.
Being in a relationship, there's no manual for that. How do you know when you should be with the right person, if you're with the right person, if you should have a child with this person, if you should get married, if you shouldn't get married, live together, not live together? There's no rules. But there's a load of unwritten rules that people feel like you should follow. Mm-hmm. That annoys me as well, actually. It's a little bit of a...
The unwritten rules bothers me because it's just like, I'm not a psychic. I don't know that you live by these rules.
Mm-hmm. It's not, until you have the discussion, talk about it.
Yeah.
What I'm talking about is, you're going to laugh. Yes, we had a mini discussion about this in work today, so that's why it's fresh in my mind. About life, like what is expected from your life goals and plans. And not from your partner, but I'm talking about from other people that live their life. Like this person, I've left school. I've gone to college. I've gone to uni. I've graduated from uni. Oh, I've got a job now. I'm earning money. I've got a little car. I'm earning lots of money. Oh, I can leave home. I met a boyfriend. Oh, we're going to live together. We're going to get a mortgage. Now we're going to get married. We're going to have kids now. Now we're going to do this. Like, who said that it has to fucking be like that?
Yeah, literally.
And the thing is, it pisses me off because I get tradition. People love tradition. But I'm telling you now, wake the fuck up. Get out of the bubble, because tradition doesn't always work. And if it works for some people and it turns out that way, then that's great.
Yeah.
But I don't think people should follow or look at other lifestyles and think tradition works.
Yeah.
I'm definitely not. I'm anything but traditional in that sense. I don't follow the rules. I live my life the way I live my life, and I enjoy it the way I enjoy it. Saying that, I had a conversation because someone in the week had asked me about my situation, like my living situation, or like, am I not going to live with him? Are we not living together? Are we going to get married on and we're having kids? And I was like, who's to say that I'm not going to have kids and we have our own separate households until we want to live together? Who's to say that's not a bad rule?
I know a couple like that.
Who's to say that if we might live together, but he also has his own place? I'm not saying this is exactly what we want to do, but I'm saying these are things that I would never disclose. I've seen like lifestyles from different sides. I've seen the perfect lifestyle from start to finish, or perfect as people see it.
Perfect is subjective. It's done.
Mm-hmm. No, but that's why I said perfect to how people see it, the traditional side.
Yeah.
Everything popped down. Mm-hmm. But I know a couple that have been together years deep, have now had 2 children on their second child. They don't co-parent, they're very much together, but they live in their own households.
Yeah.
but they're very, very, very very much in love and happy, and they just.
At the end of the day,
they don't
follow rules. Do what works for you too, because like I think people are so tight on like
so hell bent on it. It's
annoying. Like just trying to make not other people happy, but trying to make other people see like, look, we're the perfect ones. We've got everything right, and like it doesn't work that way. Life doesn't work that way. Like what may work for me may not work for you.
Yeah,
it's like food. Like I may like this food, someone else may not like that food. Like,
and I'm not saying it's terrible. I'm saying blech. I'm not saying it's terrible because literally one of my best friends, she's literally very traditional. Her life has gone that way. Tyra, who was on the pod before quite a while ago, she's engaged now. They're getting married, and their lifestyle was going that way. And you know what? That's their plan, and it's gone the way they want it. And I think it's lovely for them. It suits them. But I don't think it's for everyone. So I don't think it should be portrayed on everyone.
There's some women that don't want to get married. There's some men that don't want to get married. And
just how I don't think being unorthodox should be portrayed on other people. Being traditional shouldn't
it's that judgmental, like, oh, you don't want to get married. Why not? Like, mind your business.
I've battled with do I want to, do I not for time. And I think ultimately, I do. But it's not the be all and end all for me. I'd rather have children before I even get married. I always say this, if I had to pick one, I would have kids and not get married if I can only have one.
Okay. Gabs, what did you want to say on this?
Yeah, no, I was just going to say, like, once again, like, there's no rules to the way you should live. You should live your life. When you're younger, you're kind of taught, like, things are done in stages, but you're not taught that there can be delays. You're not taught that there can be hold-ups. You're not taught that
literally.
Or you may have to change your plan.
Literally.
This is my life.
When I was growing up, my mum used to like literally beat into my head that you know, you go to school, you go to college, you go to uni, and you become a doctor. Then you become a lawyer.
But remember, these are our parents' like plans of us.
No, but even still, I'm still a bit like I say this a lot. Like I think growing up has made me realise it's okay to be disappointed at your parents for the way they raised you in some ways, and I'm disappointed.
I say this, you know, someone told me I was
in the way my parents raised me to a certain extent when it comes to certain things. I'm extremely disappointed. I speak to my mum all the time. I tell her I'm disappointed. What was you doing? Like,
Jabs, I totally agree. You know,
why are you telling me that this is how I should? Because what happened is when I got to secondary school, when it came to like exams and all that type of stuff, like I was always under a lot of pressure because I was always thinking, oh my gosh, if I don't do well, I was always thinking, if I don't do well, that's the end for me. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to become a doctor. I'm not going to become. And it's like, when I did my GCSEs, that's when I realised, all this doctor stuff, no, like, I'm into other stuff.
I got pressured to be a doctor. Because I had a cousin who's a doctor. And I was just like, don't put this pressure on me, man. I don't even want to be a doctor.
I'm not interested. I don't want that. No, I completely agree with you. And I think to a certain extent, I know I was saying earlier that...
But remember, our parents are adults learning to be adults.
100%.
And then learning
to try and raise mini adults.
Yeah.
And I know this was
so they're going to make mistakes. Earlier,
that I said, yeah, mum taught us to budget, and she taught us so many things. And there's one or two things that, like literally what you said, I sit there and I think, why the hell didn't she push me to do this a little bit more? Not that I can't do things for myself, but at that age, when your parents are meant to push you to do certain things, and then obviously my mum had passed, then I started living with my aunt, and I was extremely disappointed in certain things that my aunt pushed me to do. Like, she pushed me to be educated and make sure I go to college and whatever. But the life things that I feel like I've learned later that I wish she would have instilled in me, not even instilled in me, because again, I'm a growing young adult and I can do things for myself. However, there are certain things that are influenced from when you are growing up. And her thing was literally to push me to work because I need to make sure I earn money. But there was a lot of things in between that I'm annoyed that I was the other day as well. And I said, we was talking about, do we have any regrets in life? I said, no regrets, but I kind of regret driving sooner. Or having the savvy to save up the money to drive to do my lessons. But instead of doing that, I was paying her rent.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's not a bad thing, but it wasn't very much encouraged. Like, you know what? Make sure you save yourself £20. Put that aside. Do your driving lessons this week. £20 a week. Like, I just thought I have to earn money and then make sure I pay my bills. And then, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it wasn't. Yeah, certain things I wish. Like, if I look back, I wish I did things like that sooner, because I'd be probably set up a little bit better now.
In life, yeah.
And I'm doing it later in life. So yeah, I agree.
All right, moving on from that. In Turkey,
yeah, I heard this.
They've got a new rule now. Liking Instagram posts is now considered infidelity. The world's gone crazy.
I'm gonna say it once. I'm gonna say it once only.
So basically, they're trying to say, obviously, if you like a post from the opposite sex, it could be down to infidelity.
I mean, there could be ins and outs of it, but the point of the status, that is down to insecurity or distrust. And I've had a friend that's
why is social media in your love life?
No, I've had a friend that's done that, and he had reasons to distrust the partner because she had more intent behind liking pictures. But if I'm on social media and I'm liking up pics, I see a guy that looks well dressed or whatever, I might know him, I might not know him, I might like it. I have a lot of male friends that I like their pictures, or I'll put a love heart. Mark's dressed well, I'll put love heart eyes.
Yeah,
I'm not cheating.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Love heart eyes just means, wow, you look good. Like, yeah, let me appreciate a good looking guy.
It doesn't make sense. Yeah.
And vice versa, if my partner the same. I think it's down to point blank. Correct me if I'm wrong. Argue with yourself. Argue with your nan. Argue with your landlord. Whoever else. Distrust and what did I say?
You're the one saying it.
I was gonna say infidelity, distrust, and insecurities.
Mm-hmm.
It's weak. For me, it's just very weak. I don't know what the world's coming to if that's going to be a law. If that's going to be something that people hold. I'm like, really? I feel that we're moving into the generation where literally everyone's offended by everything.
Everything, yeah.
No one can say anything anymore.
No.
Back in the day, do you remember how raw Channel 4 used to be? Is it Channel 4?
But that raised...
Yeah.
Everyone talks about
Back in the day,
that raised... Is it Euro something?
Vision?
Euro trash.
Eurotrash?
You just have bare nudity and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's mad.
Listen, Channel 4 was the rawest channel. And I remember I can't even say it now, probably, but...
There was like a show.
There was a show about, I think it was Wife Swap. And when they talk to the camera about how they're feeling, this woman openly said, yeah, because that effing...
Yeah.
And it was aired. Now, any show, that would just be edited out.
Yeah.
They aired the raw truth for everything. I'll have to find that episode and send it to you because it's hilarious. It's a clip. But back in the day, in the 90s, as Victoria Beckham says, I've been watching a lot of interviews with her recently, and that's literally what she says. Well, because in the 90s, it weren't like that.
I just think we're growing up in a soft era.
Even the fact of being on a podcast, sometimes it's like, I don't want to have to watch my mouth. I don't really care.
Yeah, literally.
I feel like freedom of speech or like just having an opinion, like people want to attack it. I'm just like, if you don't like it, turn it off or whatever.
Like you don't have to like everything and nothing has to be right or wrong, but people are entitled to their opinion.
But I just don't... when it even comes to like music reviews, if you don't like something, you don't have to scream from your top of your lungs, like saying, "Oh, this is the worst album I've heard in years," and blah blah. If you don't like it, just move on.
And I get it. We all do it because sometimes an album come out, like for example, when Jake's album come out, and I was like, I'm effing disappointed. I didn't have to listen to it, but because I'd liked his previous albums.
I think with things like that, people, if you're a fan of someone, or if you want to check out what's happening, you listen to it, and if you're there's nothing wrong with being disappointed. Yeah. But when people go too hard, like saying, "Oh, the shit's out,"
why do they do this? Why do they
worst,
do that?
Like,
yeah, sometimes people are like, "Oh my gosh, this is so shit. Why do you like?" Again, Doja Cat is so shit. Why the fuck do you listen to her? That's your opinion. I listen to it, man.
My team different. Is done.
Yeah.
Mine's
not.
Good for
you.
But
let's hope we listen. That's not even being cocky. Let's hope we know how to continue because needless to say, I was very disappointed the other day. But anyway.
You had a topic here, things we love about the other half, opposite sex, which is weird. But yeah.
This came from something that I wanted to say.
Because I think it's kind of stating the obvious.
Obviously. Do you know what?
Without me getting too...
Do you know where it stemmed from? Okay.
too bad.
Do you know where it stemmed from? Quick story time. It's almost the opposite of that topic that you said the other day. So I was having a conversation with him, and he just did something that was the most sweetest, most lovable thing. And it wasn't anything like, oh, I bought you flowers or something. He literally took a stress load off of my head. And there was like a million things I've had to do like these last couple of months, as you know, work has been up there. And there was something that I needed him to do that I didn't have to ask him to do. And we're basically organising multiple trips for the upcoming few months between now and next year. And he just went ahead and completely organised
everything.
Yeah, for one of them. And it was something that we was in discussion about, and I was like, right, you can do this and I'll do this. Like, we was kind of sharing the load. And I think it weren't even a case of saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. It was very much like, hadn't spoken to him all day. I'd obviously been busy. And then in the evening, he was just like, yeah, so I've done da-da-da-da-da, but this is sorted. And I was just like, thank God, and this is coming from having a partner point of view, but thank God, like, I have him to be my peace, because I feel like even days like this, like days like today, I will be spiraling out of control, and I'll be like, I can't fucking, like, it's just, I get too much overstimulated and overwhelmed. But that was something that I felt like this is why I love my partner. However, not everybody is like that, and it ain't every day my man. So I wanted to reverse the question and say, what are certain things, and obviously I can chime in as well, that you love or appreciate about the opposite sex, or about women when you're dating them? Oh well, yeah. And before today, I did realise afterwards that this topic may be not the best one, because I've got a bit of Barry over here. But look at his face.
I'm not bitter.
We ain't got to talk about it right now.
I like when
we could just say women in general.
I like, women, they can be very nurturing.
Yes.
And when they are nurturing, it's the best form of nurturing.
Yeah.
It's the best form of reassurance sometimes as well.
Without having to say anything.
Literally, when it comes from a woman, it is way different than when it comes from a man.
I think we appreciate. I think women that are nurturers appreciate that as well.
You'll be all right, man. Shut up.
Yeah, it's true though. But that's what I get. Sometimes when I moan, it was like, "Oh, you're fine, man." But that's why I think I appreciated that, because as a nurturer, it was like time for, like, in a different way, but for me to be more nurtured and looked after. Not that he doesn't, but I think that's why I probably really appreciate it. I was like, oh, this is perfect. Yeah. Sometimes like a bath at the end of your day when you just can't be bothered to do anything. Do you know what I mean?
I think for me, it's a mixture of whatever. Like, it could be someone just being there for me, or someone will just understand, oh, you've had a hard day, let me ease you, or let me just bring you peace. Like,
yeah, come over here, baby, I got a little something for you. Like, do you know what I mean? When they say, honey, I got something for you.
But one thing I've noticed, I'm not the biggest fan of small talk. Small talk just gets on my nerves after a while.
What do you mean, like small talk as in when meeting stage, or like if you're
like
actually with
when
someone?
Someone's just like, how was your day? How was your day? I'm just like...
Oh, but that's one thing I think we laugh about it, because I'll be like, how's your day? And I put the laughing face, because I know I'm taking the piss. Because I'm not coming to have normal conversation with you and ask, how was your day? The conversation I'll have with you is random, or I might just send you something. And I don't say, hi, good morning, how are you? Maybe good morning, but I won't be like, hi, da-da-da-da-da. No, I'll just say something random. We like, F the pleasantries. Like, I don't need to be doing pleasantries all the time. Small talk, I hear it. No. I might send you a meme, that's how our day starts. It might be the only thing I say all day to you.
Yeah, I don't like if I'm at work, I don't like the constant, I think now with with technology, everyone thinks they just have like access to you all the time, and I don't like it. Like, if you know I'm at work, don't be texting off my phone like 24/7.
Texting foolishness.
Yeah, and paragraphs.
Unless
jeez.
I think I would only really text him during our working day if it's needed, and that could be, I don't know, we might have plans later in the day, and it literally could be, I'm gonna be back at da 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 da, or
but
we're
then
having,
saying that,
we're having this for dinner.
Obviously, it's the right person, and you kind of like allow it a bit.
I think it depends as well. Like, I've talked to him as often as I talk to my friends. Like not as often, sorry, as casual as I talk to my friends. So, like I said, I haven't spoken to him my whole day today, but on and off, it might be a reel or a meme that I might laugh at, or I've said 1-2 thing. Like, my landlord said something to me earlier, and I screenshotted it and sent it to him. I said, "Look at this fool." That's probably like the only thing I've probably said. But then he knows I'm recording, so it depends. I feel like when someone is your chargy, you'll just chat to them like that. Like, do you know what I mean? It's never going to be a thing of, "Hey babe, how," like, can you imagine being with someone and every day is like a routine? "Hey babe, how's your day? What did you get up to?"
Yeah.
Fuck off. If you ever asked me, "Hey babe, what'd you do?" I'd be like, "What's wrong with you?" I would laugh, because I'm like, we don't talk like that.
Don't talk like that.
Do you know what I mean?
Alright, if someone wants to write a book about your life, what would the title be?
She's royal.
Really?
Yeah, She's Royal is an umbrella of different things it could be. And I'm not just differentiated to one type of subject or whatever, but if I put She's Royal, it could mean she is very royal and rich in areas, not in like money. She's rich in love. She like family. Do you know what I mean? Like, She's Royal could be an umbrella of stuff, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You are on it.
I think, yeah.
I
think it's also inviting, because I'm like, "Oh, what's that about? She's royal. Oh, let me read that book."
Mine be titled.
Huh?
That's my title.
Yeah.
And
it's not. Listen, these things ain't got to be like anything spectacular.
You
The Great Life of K.D. Small. No.
You don't know what you're gonna get.
Same, like, She's royal.
I've had an interesting life.
It could. An Interesting Life would be a great title as well.
No, that's too bland. But
okay, I hear it.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm glad I was, maybe revealing too much, but I'm glad that I was brought up in the era before social media.
Oh,
because some of the stuff I got up to, I'm glad there's no actual footage of it.
Same-ish, because there was, but if social media is the way it is now, Jesus Christ, I don't think people had their phones out. They did, but as much as they do these days.
I look back on certain things, like I was in a boy band. I toured in Norway. I was on TV. Like,
you getting in.
We were signing contracts. I was dancing on Hackney Empire. Like, it's just crazy looking back. Like, I'm telling you, I've done stuff like
colourful
that.
life.
I met Craig David's dad in Southampton. Like, our manager at the time was at something, and we had like it was a weird thing. We had like me and my friend was sitting down there. This when I was in a different group, in a rap group, and then some guys kind of like urged us on to rap, and then we just got the mic and started battling. But I think just weird stuff like that, like, it's crazy.
That title is good. I'm even going.
But yeah, like there's things like that. There's meeting certain celebrities.
You've had a very colourful life, Mark.
It is, but then I can look back and say, anything that I wanted to really put my head down to, or like wanted to try, I tried it. Music production, I tried. Writing, I tried. Like poetry, I tried. Like filming, I've tried. Like now I'm trying this whole doing like a short film. So like I've always lived by like if I got an idea, I'd rather like try it out and not look back and think, I wish I'd done
no
that.
regrets.
So yeah, that's another title right there.
I was just thinking that. Literally, as you said that, I was thinking that is another title, No Regrets.
Yeah, I'm a person. I like to try different things, and I don't want to limit it to just age or you're a certain part in your life, and you think, I shouldn't be doing this no more because of X, Y, and Z. Like, no, like life is meant to be lived. Like, do it. Just do it, man. What about you, Gabs?
It would be cool. Get some rest, man. Get some rest, man.
Get some rest. Oh, I hear it.
A break.
Do you know what? If anyone who knows you knows, then they would know. How many times am I gonna say no? Anyone that knows you knows that why that makes sense.
Yeah, I'll be take a break, man. I was talking to Richie today. And I was like, man, even the concept of taking a break just kind of annoys me because I know whilst I'm taking the break, there's stuff that probably needs to be done. And a lot of the time I'm clocking that I'm creating things that need to be done that don't necessarily need to be done. Not that they don't necessarily need to be done, but I'm creating things sometimes and it's like, chill out, man. Trust people more.
I need to do that.
Yeah, like
I need to do that with work.
You can't do everything yourself. Sometimes, trust people a bit more.
But yeah, but it's dangerous because you're so used to doing it. But it's like, can this person do it the way that
you want to? Yeah.
But no one's going to do it the way you want to do it. Yeah. But they can still do it.
Yeah, but that's just having the whole control aspect of letting go a little bit. And I have that I've realised as I've got older, I have that in life and in work. And even like just things like making plans and I don't know, the train's delayed. Things like today.
Yeah.
Like that really F up my mood. And I'm like, sometimes I need to learn not that I need to live by a plan, but when I have a certain plan and I want it to work and it doesn't, it really, really sets me back. And I have to learn not everything can go accordingly. And even if you plan for mishaps, it
happens.
Brain spirals. I think that's just down to having a lot ADHD. It was the signs. But yeah, man, get some rest.
ASAP.
Get some rest.
But that's something that you need to work on, though. No one else can help.
Yeah, no, 100%. Is.
And once you've worked on it, and that will be the last title of your book.
Sleep and rest. Like sometimes I have a weekend or a Saturday or whatever where I do absolutely nothing.
Same. That was me this weekend.
And it's like recharging. I have to have that because I can't operate otherwise.
Do you set your phone away as well when you do that sometimes? Like if I'm gonna reset,
my phone don't ring.
Not even that, but like looking, scrolling, chatting. Sometimes
there's certain times
I do leave it in the other room.
I'm not on social media.
As much as I love my phone, like I could be chilling and doing. Yeah, I'll have to track my sleep. I'm obsessed with everyone. People laugh at me now because I'm obsessed with getting to know how many hours sleep I got each night. I sleep with my watch on.
Oh, I've always slept with my watch on.
I mean, I always do, but I'm saying
it tells you
it tells me loads of things. Everyone's like, I think that's too weird. I'm like, no, I need to know.
I hear that.
Because I could think, I only got 7 hours last night, but did I really? Because I got up twice in the night, and then that's now really 6.5. I like to have a full 8. Do you know what I mean?
You like to have a full 8
hours sleep.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh,
it's tell us, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I like to have a full 8 hours sleep.
Okay, good for you.
Anything below 6 hours is a bit stressful.
What is a privilege that we act like if it
isn't?
Yeah.
Central fucking heating.
I mean, we do act like.
No, but I'm saying people will act like it's not a privilege, but I think it is. Of course it is.
Everything's a privilege. Air is a privilege.
Yeah, of course it is. But that's what I'm saying. Things that people take
Health
for granted.
Is a privilege.
Like, to some extent, if not completely, working from home. That is a great privilege, and people take that for granted.
Well, I wish I could take it for granted. Come next year, I'm working 4 days in the week. 4 days in the office.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, oh my God. Look how shocked we are.
The evil something else.
Wow. Yeah, like heating. houses with roofs. No, people don't take that. People do take it for granted because they think, oh yeah, it's a house, it's expected. But no,
yeah, but I think sometimes it's hard to take something for granted when you've always had it.
Yeah, it's true.
When you take it away,
right,
it's a different issue.
So when you haven't had it and you're like, oh my God,
the thought of traveling is a privilege.
Of course it is.
Traveling to different countries is a privilege.
Yeah. Because there could be times when... Actually, just reminded me, I need to highlight my sister because she needs to come on the pod to talk about Jamaica because I haven't spoken about Jamaica yet on here. Oh, purely for... Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah. We'll do that. I'm still fighting with the company. I'm still fighting with the company to get some money back. But that's a different story. Oh, Lord. But yeah, I think genuinely having clothes is a privilege. Like being able to shop, money in your bank account, having a bank account, having like a bloody phone. It goes on. Having a television. Do you know how I realised having a television was a privilege when I moved? Obviously, I didn't have my TV straight away. I had my little one from my room and whatever. And yeah, like it didn't bother me. But for the first, I think, week or so, because sometimes moving in can be a bit rough, I didn't have that because I didn't want the TV, because I didn't want the unit, and I wanted to move in first and all of these things. And I was like, these things are things that I can do without for now. But when I do have them, these are fucking privileges. Most of the things that I have, that it is privilege. Having a big ass wardrobe. Mm-hmm. Just being on the podcast. It is a privilege to have a voice, speak up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, to have a voice. To have vision. No, I'm gonna end this pod on. Turn it into things we're grateful for, boy. Because I definitely am. All right. I'm gonna end it on this one. Go on, sir. What is a sound that instantly annoys? What is a sound that instantly annoys you? Yeah. People breathing. I think that's... Sorry, that's so rude, but it's true. You know that high frequency noise? That... Oh, God. I hate that noise. I just don't know how that noise can even exist. It's just so dumb. Such a silly noise. Like, yeah. Yeah. When people breathe... And I'm not people breathing, but when they breathe too, like... Chewing your mouth full. Yeah, the chomping. My brother used to do that. Every time I just look at him, I'm just like... Hearing like sounds of things like in my neck back. Like, stop it. Yeah, like I can't... Why did I pause for so long? I don't know. That's why I had to look at you like... Are you going to say something? My brain literally went somewhere else and it literally... Like, I think I left the earth for a split second. But yeah, people eating. Wetness of the mouth. When people talk and you can hear the wetness in their mouth, do you mean? Yeah. I get what you mean because I was watching something the other day and I can hear on the TV when the person was talking, I can hear, and it wasn't great. I think sounds like that, like anything to do with the mouth that you shouldn't have to hear, naturally annoys me. So like the whole talking with your mouth full, and I think a couple of people I know do it and it really upsets me. Yeah. Like, that's not even it. When you're talking and you've got like a full roast dinner and you've got half of it in your mouth and you're talking like that and the rice is spurting out. Yeah, because, and I'm like, why are you talking with your mouth full? Like, it's like that. If anyone talking with their mouth full, I can't not address it. And I mean full. No way. Lucky. Sorry. There was football going on. I'm like... Gav's mouse was dropped. Yeah. Look at Gav's face. Stop it. You know if you... A chalkboard, isn't it? And I was going to say that, but that noise. I don't think I've heard it so long. Because we don't have chalkboards no more. No, it's true. And I think my teacher had done it a couple of times to annoy us because it was such an old school thing to do even then. But my teacher had done it. I've got one more thing to say that's funny. That could be funny.
Baby.
I've got a question, sorry.
Go on.
I have loads of them. What is unacceptable on a first date?
Huh?
What are the do's? Do you have do's and don'ts for a first date?
Do's and don'ts?
Like, what can't you do or shouldn't you do on a first date?
I wouldn't go to a fancy restaurant on the first date.
Okay.
I wouldn't sometimes even eat on a first date.
Yeah, that's a bit intense.
Like, for me, first date,
that's a bit,
for me, is normally like you meet up. Depends. If you've met them online, you meet up in person. It could be over a coffee or a drink or something. Just to like be in person. And then if you get on, you may go out for a meal or something like that. But a first date for me should always be something just simple. But it depends on how you get on. If there's banter there, like if you've spoken long enough before that, and you feel like you're comfortable with this person, then you can do the clay thing or like axe throwing or like do something like
an activity.
Some people like activity dates. Some people just like to sit down. But for me, I can't think of nothing worse sitting down and eating with someone I don't even like. I have to sit down, eat my food, and probably have to pay for it, and be like, oh, I don't even like this person. They jar me. They get on my nerves. Like, no.
Yeah.
For me, yeah. The do's and don'ts. Everyone's different. Everyone's different. It is what it is, but yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one because for me, I'm very calculating who I go on dates with or who I
interact with. Though. So you bloody well should be.
But yeah, like I think sometimes people don't get to talk or get to know each other. They want to do the whole date thing without even like, let's just go on a date and we can talk then. Like,
I think I actually have an issue with the word date as well.
What's the issue with date?
Nothing, but I just I feel like when you say, "Oh, we're going on a date," there's so many expectations. Oh yeah, I'm just going out for a couple of drinks. I'm just going to meet so and so. I'm going to hang out.
Yeah, but where's that come from though?
What
expectations?
Just like society. So it's not. That's like even when I think I remember
because I've seen some I've seen some stupid things online where a man should pay for your nails, your hair, your Uber.
We should pay all for that ourselves. Like, it's nice if a man wants to treat you once in a while.
If you got a child, your nanny or whatever, or someone to look after the kids. I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was also on first dates. You shouldn't be asking about. Are you saying what's unacceptable to do on a first date?
Yeah, just what I think what you wouldn't do or what you shouldn't do.
Asking about people's finances.
Yeah.
Who does that on a first date?
Trust me.
How much they're making. I even think asking what someone does.
I don't know if you're comfortable with asking people I know what they're making and what their finances are like. That's very personal.
Anything related to finances, no.
And I don't like.
But we live in that era now where everything is money orientated. Like no one, I wouldn't say everyone, but it feels like literally someone's morals or their family orientated is a thing of the past. It's more like, what do you do? How much money you make? Mm-hmm. Are you generous with your money? Like I'm just like, I don't get it. I really don't get it. And like I feel like people now don't want to build together. They rather like have someone's a finished article and just live off them type of thing. Mm-hmm. Or like you're the finished article, I can be with someone like that. End of. Mm-hmm. Which is just mad.
I agree.
No one builds.
No. No, they freaking don't.
It's we live in a microwave era now. Everyone wants it quick and fast.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay. Oh.
They want it quick and fast.
Hey. All right.
Any lies told?
No.
I mean, sometimes people want it slow roasted and like, maybe air fried or something, but some people want to just put it in the microwave and ping. That's it.
Wow.
I'm done.
Is that how we're ending the podcast?
Yeah, man, I'm done. Alright, no. How we're ending it is like literally.
I don't know what's wrong with this guy today. I don't understand.
Like up the thing, innit? That's what I'm gonna say. Like up the thing. If you watched it all the way to here, like it up.
We're doing something, right?
Forward it to someone, your auntie, your cousin, whatever. Like
forward.
We've been doing this long enough now. Support the thing. Spread it.
Wow. Mark.
I didn't mean it like that. Just spread the word, innit? Just spread the word. Sub it. Do everything you can. Because, yeah, we've been on this journey for a while now. And I appreciate the love and support. So, yeah.
We also appreciate, like, the feedback or, like, questions or whatever our responses. Like, anything that people want to hear, yeah, I'm on board. Be adding them in for topics and stuff like that. I'll be opening up question time again, actually.
Cool.
But, yeah, we love to hear from you. And as Uncle Reese would say, if it ain't snowing...
Gabs is definitely going.
Yeah. Peace and love and guidance. Mind your blood clot business. Drink water. Walk and live.
Talk and run.
Yeah. I'm done. See you later.
Katie paints the room with the velvet tone. Reese drops gems like a rolling stone. 2 drinks left, his voice a saxophone. Late night wisdom feels like home. Voices weave like threads of silk. Sipping thoughts like honey milk. Different strokes, one soul, one vibe. Talking life, we thrive, we survive. Different stripes where minds collide. Pour it out, let the truth reside. Conversations deep like ocean floors. Stories knocking on unspoken doors. They crack the code, rewrite the lore. Each word lingers, leaving us wanting more. At gapes with this strange taste. They take the dark, make it shine. Every moment feels divine. It's one soul, one vibe. Talking life, we thrive, we survive. Different strokes where minds collide. Pour it out, let the truth reside.